This is the ancient city, the home to the warden. Oh no! And a lot of treasure. Okay, maybe not that many treasure, but a lot of people had wondered what would it look like in its glory, including me. But there is this strange portal-looking thing in the middle, which a lot of people think it's a portal to another dimension. But what if it was a portal to another time? So here's the plan. So first I would make an awesome cave-looking entrance, then I would leave half of the city untouched, then I would completely restore the other side. And I would make a wall between the portal and the actual wall. So it would separate the two sides of the city, and when you go through the portal, it would actually look like you went through time. With the plan done, it was time to find an ancient city. So I've heard it's on top of mountains and big hills, so I'm gonna look for those and try to find some caves next to them. Oh my... Well, I didn't find anything for hours, so I'm gonna use replay mode. With replay mode, you can create awesome cinematic shots and you can also look through walls with it, which is quite useful. So I just went on top of mountains, hills and looked through them. What? Why is a boat there? And eventually I found one. Yes, there it is! Okay, in theory the ancient city should be right below me. Okay. So now that I'm here, I wanna get rid of all the shriekers because I don't wanna deal with any wardens while I'm building this. Yeah, it only spawns on the 3rd, right? Oh! Do you think I could kill it? Or what if I trap him? Anyways, let's break these shriekers. Okay, I think I get most of these shriekers by... No. Anyways, remember the plan? There was supposed to be a big hole for the entrance, and I wanna blow it out with TNT, cause I'm too lazy to mine. Yeah, that probably won't be enough. Thankfully I get a little bit of sand because of the last video, and I have a little bit of gunpowder too. And after I got that TNT, I started to blow a hole into that hill. Yeah, this is pretty good, but it's not wide enough, so let's make it wider. Oh no! Oh no! Well, that's the sound of my stuff getting blown up. Oh man, I just lost everything. All the TNT that I had, my armor, my tools. It will take forever to regather it. But I had no other choice, so I started to regather my stuff. Yes, finally! Alright, now let's go back and blow a hole into that hill. Oh, I will love this one. Yes! Yes! Oh, it's so much better. So the entrance is pretty cool, but it's also quite boring. So I thought I could make it like some explorers are wandering into the city, building some campsites and stuff like that. Yeah, that's more like it. Then I started building the camps with my friend, and while we were building, my genius plan came to mind. What if I trapped the wither? What? I mean the warden. Which was truly a genius idea. Oh! Yes, it's named! Oh no, oh no, oh no! Oh! And we actually captured the warden. But we can't really get close to it because we get the darkness effect. Then after that we finished another 2 campsites which look quite awesome. With the campsites done, it was time to build a wall between the statue and the actual wall. But I don't really have enough deep slate, so let's get some. Okay, so I just finished mining the deep slate, and when I was going back to the ancient city, this is what happened. And I'm not really paying any attention, so I just eat and fell into lava. And then I just died. And the sad part about this is that I had 10 sugar boxes full of deep slate with me. So I guess I need to mine even more. And after I got my netherite back, I started mining. And honestly, I was so sick of mining deep slate at this point that this took me a couple of days to regather. I mean, in this world, I already mined 240,000 deep slate. But anyways, I got the deep slate and now I'm gonna put it in my ender chest because I don't wanna lose it again. And I'm here, and now let's build these walls. And with the wall done, it was time to actually restore the city. Most people did it with deep slate, but to me it kinda seemed like this old rusty version of the stone bricks. And I think it could look really cool if one side of the city was deep slate and the other was stone. But first I think I should remove all the sculpt before I start building. And the ancient city has been unsculpted. Well, at least the buildings. I mean, most of the buildings. Then me and my friend replaced all the deep slate with stone. And at first we really thought that this was a bad idea to replace it with stone, because it really didn't look that great. But the more we built, look at this, the more we realized that it isn't so bad after all. Oh my god, look at this. Oh wow, this is so cool. By the way, have you noticed these walls? Well, they're everywhere, and they are like half of the city, and in a city there are mostly houses, not walls. So what if I make houses from the walls? Well, this sucks. Oh my god, this is hideous. You know what? This is actually pretty good. And now I just have to turn all these walls into that. Oh boy, this will take a while. So I started with getting rid of all the walls, then build these small medieval style houses. And I tried to make each house a little different than the others. And if you're wondering, yes, every single house has its inside built as well. And while I was building the houses, my friend was making gardens next to this road, and then he was making actual roads between the houses, and then he put some greenery on the walls. And finally, it's done! Well, almost. I still need to make some roads here, but other than that, the houses are done! So at this point most people would call this finished, but it doesn't really feel complete. Most people did something like this and it doesn't really feel any special. So, hear me out. What if I blow up the roof? Yeah, that might not be the best idea, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Then I just AFK'd at my creeper farm for 2 days straight. Yes! Then I got some sand. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. And look at this. This is the most beautiful thing I've seen in Minecraft. Look at that. And I've got a little bit more. And then we mapped out the city onto the surface and then started placing the TNT. When something terrible happened. So you know, I was placing the TNT when I reached the cave and there was a creeper there. And it blew up. And now all the TNT blew up. Including me. With all my stuff. Again, I wanna... Yeah. Then I had to regather my stuff again, which took forever. And we're back in business. Well, not exactly, but I'm less to mine more. So, as you can see, 2 shulkers of TNT did basically nothing compared to how much I wanna dig out. So, here's the plan. I'm gonna use word eaters, but there is a pretty big risk to that because I'm not planning on flooding the entire city with water or putting an obsidian layer on top of it because that would take forever. So, if I don't build them at the perfect place, I might just end up blowing up everything we've been working for. And by now the flying machines are complete, and now let's use them. So the blowing up has been going pretty well up until this point, because guess what? I died again. Because I managed to fly into a falling TNT, don't ask me how. Anyways, let's get new gear for like the 4th time now. Alright, got it. So now the flying machines are at the point that they could potentially blow up the city, and I know that because the portal blew up. Then I just quickly fixed it up, put some water on top of it and started the flying machines. Okay, this should work. Let's go. And... oh, that's really low. That's really low. I mean, now that I'm looking at it, they shouldn't hit the houses. Like, that's the tallest house and... oh no. This might be close. Oh wow, that... oh no, my shulker boxes. Okay, I wasn't expecting this. What? Oh no, this blew up! Well, this should do it. And then I continued blowing up the ceiling, and to my surprise, it went well. Nothing major has blown up. From then on, it was pretty easy. I just built some machines and let them do a couple of laps, then do it again, and again, and again. And in the meantime, me and my friend played some hide and seek. And not long after that, the hole was finished. Look at this! Oh my god! This is incredible, it looks amazing. But all that exploding created a lot of mess, and now let's clean it up. Now, with everything fixed, it still didn't really feel done. So, I had an idea. And the plan is to make a huge valley right here. Alright, and now let's blow this thing up. And now it's done. I can't believe I just showed 8 hours of progress in a second. And then it was time to smooth out the walls. Because I can't just leave it like this, this is awful. Then this thing came called procrastination, and I really didn't feel like smoothing out like 100,000 blocks. I mean, it would have taken me a couple of days, but it wouldn't have really looked that good anyways. Then I had some great ideas, and with them I could make this place look incredible, but it would take me like another month to do. Because school was starting and I wouldn't really have time to build, so I had a choice. I could finish it within a week and it would look alright, or take another month and make it actually good. And I chose to make it awesome. And the plan to make this actually good is to put some greenery on the walls, somewhat like this, and then double these columns in the middle, so this road would seem more important. And the most important thing, build 2 huge towers at the beginning of this alley, and of course, smoothing out the walls. And so that procrastination would stand no chance against me, I got vanilla tweaks, and now look at that, everything looks pretty now. And listened to some awesome music, and got my friend to help me. And with the plan done, it was time to get to work. And the walls have been mossed. Look at that! The smoothing out has been going pretty well. Expect this is all the stone I have left, and this is how much I need to do. But I recently lost my beacon. Remember when I died because of the flying machine? Well, I had my beacon on me, so I gotta make a new one. Yes, let's go! Look at this, this looks way better! And now all the walls have been smoothed out, except these. Look at that! I think that looks awesome. And now it's time to build these towers. And after 2.5 months of building, this is the last block. Yes! And with that, my favorite Minecraft project is done. You know, all my previous builds were just getting a bunch of resources and putting them down. And I mean, it was cool to see these massive builds come together, but there was a big difference with this one. I wasn't alone. If you look at single player, people made some absolutely insane things. You, the player, is the only one who can make houses, raise castles and build cities. However, you're also the only citizen of your kingdom. But when there are people by your side, you can have the time of your life while making something amazing. Oh, look at that, I got a silverfish, he said.